So, kapag nagde-design tayo ng beam, importante na ma-check natin yung dalawang klase ng stress na pwedeng mag-trigger ng failure. So, una is yung flexure or bending stress, yung pangalawa naman is shear stress. So, yung flexure, siya yung stress na nangyayari kapag yung beam ay nagbe-bend dahil sa load. And yung shear stress naman, ito yung parang pagkakahati ng beam sa loob, especially sa mga short beams na may bigat or load. Usually, sa short beams, mas critical yung shear, pero sa long beams naman, mas dominant yung flexure or bending. For example, sa timber or kahoy, mas mahina siya sa shear compared sa steel. Kaya sa wood design, mas chine-check yung shear strength, pero sa steel naman, mas kaya niya yung shear. Kaya usually, flexure yung limiting factor. So, yung formula na ginagamit for shear stress naman, FV equals to VQ over IB. So, yung V natin is maximum shear na na-apply sa beam. Yung Q naman is moment of area or kaya area above the neutral axis. Yung I natin is moment of inertia, resistance to bending. Yung B natin is yung width or lapad ng beam. And for flexure naman or bending stress, ang formula niya is FB equals to MC over I. Yung M natin is maximum moment or yung pinakadulong bending force. And then yung C natin is distance mula sa neutral axis hanggang outermost fiber. Yung I natin same lang din, moment of inertia. So, itong dalawang equation na to, ginagamit siya para ma-check kung kakayanin ba ng beam natin yung mga forces or kung safe ba o may tendency na mag-fail dahil sa bending or shear. Sa example na napili ko, ang i-analyze natin ay isang structural beam na may load para makuha natin yung stress ratio, specifically yung maximum flexural stress at maximum shear stress. So, importante tong topic na to sa mechanics of materials, lalo na sa structural design and analysis. Kasi dito natin makikita kung alin ang mas dominating stress, yung bending ba or shear. So, sabi sa problem, meron tayong wide flange section, yung parang I-beam na may uniformly distributed load na pounds per foot. So, and yung nakaspan siya sa beam length na L feet. Ang goal natin is i-compute yung ratio ng maximum flexural stress over the maximum shear stress. In short, kung gaano kalaki yung bending stress compare sa shear stress. So, sa section drawing natin, ang nakalagay ay dimension ng wide flange beam. So, meron tayong flange width, yung 10 inches, yung flange thickness naman is 1 inch, web height is 10 inches, yung web thickness natin is 0.4 inches. So, take note, yung flange natin is yung top and bottom horizontal part. Yung web naman is yung vertical part sa gitna ng I-beam. So, dito na tayo sa pagkuha ng maximum flexural stress. Gamit ang bending stress formula na FB equals to MC over I. So, kunin muna natin yung maximum moment na na-apply sa beam. Dahil ang beam natin ay simply supported at may UDL na W0, ang formula na gagamitin natin ay yung M equals to 1/8 W0 L squared. So, next is, dito makikita natin sa drawing na yung neutral axis or NA ay nasa kalagitnaan ng section. So, next na kukunin is the distance from the neutral axis to the extreme fiber. So, meron tayong h over 2. So, 1 plus 10 plus 1 equals 12 inches yung total depth ng I-beam. So, C equals to 12 over 2 equals to 6 inches. So, yung C natin is 6 inches. So, ang next na kukunin natin is yung I, the moment of inertia. And para sa moment of inertia, gagamitin natin yung formula na BH cube over 12. Since symmetrical naman yung beam, so kukunin natin yung flange and web separately, then subtract. So B is equals to 8, then height is equals to 12. So 8 times 12 cube over 12 minus 7 times yung inner niya is 10 cube then over 12. So, yung 7, nanggaling siya sa base ng flange, yung 8, then minus sa base ng web, yung 1, so 7. Then, yung 10 naman is yung inner height ng ating beam, which is yung web, so 7 times 10. So, ang sagot natin is 1,706 over 3 inches raised to the 4. Ngayon, pwede na natin isolve yung maximum flexural stress or yung bending stress. So, yung formula niya is FB equals to yung M is 1 over 8 W naught L squared pounds foot times C, yung 12 over 2 natin equals to 6 inches over the moment of inertia, 1,706 over 3 inches raised to 4. Nakalimutan din palang i-include, dapat may 12 tayo na i-multiply sa moment para ka-consistent ang units. Kailangan natin i-convert si moment from feet to inches. Then, FB is equals to 27 over 1,706. Then, copy the W naught L squared since wala siyang value. Ngayon, nakuha na natin yung bending stress. Kunin naman natin yung shear stress gamit ang formula na FV equals to VQ over IB. For the shear stress, meron tayong V. Yung V is equals to shear force at support, yung maximum shear in simply supported beam. So, yung V natin is 1/2 W naught L. Yung Q naman is equals to first moment of area above or below the neutral axis, depende sa reference. So, top flange, yung 8 times 1. And then, kukunin natin yung kalahati ng web, yung height nun, yung 10, then equals to 5 inches. Then, yung half ng flange is 0.5. Then, ipag-add mo yung half ng web and flange is equals to 5.5. So, times 5.5. Plus yung web area above NA. So, 5 times 1 is equals to 5 inch square. And then, yung centroid naman is 2.5 inches from NA. Ang moment area natin ay 56.5 cubic inches. And yung moment inertia natin, still 1,706 over 3 pa rin, same sa bending stress. And yung base natin sa web is equals to 1 inch. Then after that, isa-substitute na natin, gagamitin natin yung formula ng FV. So, yung V natin is equals to 1/2 W naught L times yung moment area natin, 56.5 cubic inches over yung I natin is 1,706 over 3. Then, yung base natin is 1 inch. So, yung shear stress natin is equals to 339 over 6,824 W naught L. So, ngayon nakuha na natin yung FB and FB. Pwede na natin kunin yung ratio na hinahanap. So, ratio is equals to flexural stress or bending stress over the shear stress. So, yung bending stress natin is equals to 27 over 1,706 over yung shear stress natin ay 339 over 6,824 W naught L. So, for the ratio, ang sagot natin ay 36 over 113. Cancel the W naught and the L. Since naka-L squared siya, L na lang matitira. So, ang final answer is 0.2186 L. So, that's all for my discussion about the design for flexure and shear. Thank you.